All right, welcome back to Road Toad Garage. And today we're doing a little more prepping. I shouldn't say prepping. Additional things, mainly steering wheel stuff. Or, sorry, not steering wheel stuff. Although we may address part of the steering wheel issue we have. But no, the windshield is what I need to look at today. Need to put the air cleaner back on there. I'm going to address these tire issues here shortly. It would be nice to not have to pump it up daily. But all in its own time, I guess. Alright, so what else? A little cool in Florida today. So I got a jacket on. Here's the windshield. I don't know. Some years back we started gluing our windshields in. And what we do typically is make a flange of about 3/4 of an inch or so. And then that flange is what holds the windshield in for us. And what I will do is a couple things we do. One is my dad looks like he had started putting the flange in with these tubes. In addition, the tubes start stiffening up. This is actually square tube here, which goes down into the post here, and then there's another tube that goes down in the jamb all the way to the floor. And then of course I tied that in with another piece of channel. So now, except for the top, which this is a piece of 1/8 inch steel, and there will be another tube that goes from here in the backside across that I don't know if I'll get to today, but certainly it is on the agenda to do the windshield. So what I'll do is the top of the windshield, there'll be a channel that goes at the same plane as this flange across. And the windshield, when it gets made, a flat piece will be cut out. I usually make a plywood template, either real thick cardboard. That plastic cardboard stuff works pretty good, or just out of plywood. Some thin plywood, even paneling works, but you just got to be really, for the glass guy, you want to be right on the money on the size you need. So the glass will get butyl all the way around, and you take the piece of glass and it will slide up into the butyl in the channel in the top, which helps lock the top in. And then this will be butyl. And of course you can back paint the glass a black, doesn't hurt. That way you don't see in. I'm looking in, you don't see the strap and stuff. It just blacks it out like modern cars are. And so today I got a piece of strap, 1/8 inch, but I have to get it set up to go in the hole. So because once I do this, then I can then move forward with the dash piece to get it mounted in there. And once I can get the dash piece mounted in there, then I can start finalizing where the column and stuff is going to go. So it's all, everybody affects everybody. Just like yesterday, or at least in the video you'll see coming out. Either it came out today or the next couple days. We're on the interior, which I can give you another glance of that, where I had to do a dash support. So basically put some channel up in there. It's pretty seedy, but I actually think I can duplicate that. Make it look better. A little lighter. Nothing carries the smoke out. Usually a fan behind my back. Squared up. This hole needs to be on one plane here, and the only way of doing that with straight edges, whatever welds that my dad put in there, are gonna have to come out. You try doing one of these windshields too. This frame has to be, if you piece it together like I'm going to do here, you got to make sure all your transitions, your welds and stuff don't have any little bumps going at all. It has to be smooth. Like if you use all one piece of metal. I was helping my dad, in fact it was the second one we done. I was helping him on this 36, we call it the 36 Pontiac. LaSalle, and we got the frame and stuff all set up, and the template, and we took it to the glass guy. He cut out the glass for us, and we brought it in, put the polybutyl on it, and we had some weld spots where we had joined the pieces together in the frame, and it was like one little bump, and the bump was not no more than a pimple, but it was sharp. It was sharp enough that we put the polybutyl in, we put the glass in, taped it, everything's set. Everything, it's beautiful, beautiful set. So I'm like, great. And we say, well, we're not going to do anything in the car, let the car set. So the next morning we come out, had a crack on one of the sides of the windshield. And evidently, when that polybutyl dries, just like most glues, it has a slight shrinkage to it. What happens when it pulled that glass, and that's the polybutyl shrink just enough that it put a pin right into that back of that glass. And there she cracked. And why did we find out? Well, after picking that glass out of there, after I don't know, it took us all day to get the old glass out. And going through that polybutyl. And gasoline, paint thinner, all kinds of stuff trying to bring it down. That stuff is done. Kind of clean, got to that one spot where the crack was. And lo and behold, there it was. One little dinky weld. Didn't get ground off enough. It had been hit with the grinder, but it wasn't enough. It's not enough. So, from that point on, we were pretty particular about it. I should say a lot more particular about it. Because I think at the time, a faux ball was about $160. Blue. Right. All right. Yeah, we call that little windshield. One of life's little lessons. You got to learn. And then do it again. It's up to you. You can the same price. I don't care. I want to take it. All right. Before we left off, I'm not sure how much more time I got. Chop's good. Chop is cool. But black flames and some chops. One for the guy to get in and drive it. The other one was laying on the back, but he had to lift the top. It was a bucket tee. He had to lift the top up to get in it. And that's how he got in and out of the car. I flipped the top and it had a hard. It had a low looking hard top. Hope that don't start buzzing on y'all. For some reason my plug-in mic thing has got really loose. A lot looser than it used to be. So now you're going to slide down? No, I'm not going to slide down. You're going to make me get a clamp range. God, I'm not doing this unless I get... In a moment, I'll just go up to the bottom. I don't know if that's where it's going to stay. Just heard from my phone winkle. I don't know what that meant. Why are you all bold now? Alright. I mean, it ain't that far off. I gotta have more. You gotta have more lip than that. Alright. I don't know, we'll have to kind of weigh that back and forth. Alright, we're going to sign off right now. Just about where I'm at with this. So, remember what I say. Don't do what I do. You do you. Go out in the garage, have fun. God bless. Toad out.